What's up, guys? It's Zug here, and today we're going to be discussing the patch changes for patch 9.05 that are coming out on this Tuesday, March 9th. So we're going to jump right into the patch changes. So it's mainly going to be affecting our tiger and some bugs with our images, and there's going to be a legendary buff for Windwalker. So, Zoo and the White Tiger is now vulnerable to Hibernate and Polymorph and Fear crowd control effects. So, this is going to lower our damage on our Zoo and Tiger if it gets CC'd by the enemy, because they're able to fear it, they're able to sheep it, and able to hibernate it now. So they can spam CC our Tiger when it goes out. So that is definitely a nerf to our damage. Touch of Death is now affected by combo strikes. So this is a very small buff, because usually, like, when you touch a death somebody, they're dead. But Touch of Death is going to get a little bit of extra damage from your mastery. So in case if a paladin sacks the target at low HP and you Touch of Death into that sack, the paladin's going to take a little bit more damage from that Touch of Death. But other than that, it's a very minuscule buff. So they fix an issue with Stormer and Firecast to sometimes break nearby enemies out of stealth. And they also fixed the Tiger being able to target enemies in stealth. So I don't really know about either of these two. I didn't really seem to have it happen for me. But it's good that they fixed those. That's definitely something that they should be fixing. And they also fixed an issue that caused Tiger Bomb to grant additional stack on Mark of the Crane. And it fixed the issue that allowed Mark of the Crane to be maintained permanently at maximum stacks while fighting a single target. So this was basically a bug that would put your Mark of the Crane stacks at like 5 or 6 when you're hitting only 1 or 2 targets. And this is gonna greatly reduce your damage of Spinning Crane Kick, along with the Calculated Strikes conduit. So this is a big nerf to damage on Spinning Crane Kick, and I'm probably not going to be running the Calculated Strikes conduit anymore after this change goes live. And I'm probably going to be running a Zuin's Bond over this Calculated Strikes conduit. So that is definitely a big nerf to your Spinning Crane Kick damage. They fixed an issue that could prevent Stormer the Fire from using Fist of Fury, Rising Sun Kick, and Whirling Dragon Punch. I didn't really notice this too much, but I guess they're making Spirits more fluid with that. And they're also making it so that you can't channel Fist of Fury with your images while you press other abilities. What that means for Windwalker is that you're not able to cancel animation your Fist of Fury while your images are up. So what that means is while your images are up and you Fist of Fury, you can't Whirling Dragon Punch and Whirling Dragon Punch with your images still casting your fist. So when I did that, I did the I Fist, Rising Sun Kick, Whirling Dragon Punch, and my images were still casting fist the whole time. So now, if I'm casting a Fist of Fury with my images up, my images are going to cancel the fist cast. So by Fist and then Rising Sun Kick, my images will still be casting fist. And they also cast the Rising Sun Kick for extra burst. But as soon as I Rising Sun Kick, my images will also Rising Sun Kick, and they will stop channeling Fist of Fury. So this is going to be a big nerf to Windwalker's burst damage. I think overall it's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. Windwalkers are still going to have good damage, but this is going to be a lot harder to burst down classes, especially mages in leg sweeps. So how we would burst down mages in a leg sweep is when they're in that leg sweep, you would Fist of Fury with your images up, you'd Rising Sun Kick and Whirling Dragon Punch, or you'd Fist of Fury, Whirling Dragon Punch, or Blackout Kick or something, and you'd get a lot of burst damage while they're there immobile in that leg sweep. Because mages, they can, you're not going to get much uptime with Fist of Fury versus a mage, because they can blink, they can Dragon's Breath, they can root your images, and it's really hard to get fist damage off on mages. So yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to kill mages while they're leg swept, because you won't be able to do that cancel animation with your Fist of Fury for extra burst. Alright, so let's look at the legendary change for Windwalker. So they're changing Zuin's battle gear, which I think is called Zuin's Treasure, actually. It's a legendary when you Rising Sun Kick. when you crit with Rising Sun Kick, your Fist of Fury cooldown will be reduced by 5 seconds. It used to be 2.5, but now they're increasing that to 5 seconds. And they're also increasing the critical strike chance of that Fist of Fury by to 50% over 30%. So they're giving a 20% crit buff, and they're doubling the cooldown reduction of Fists of Fury when you Rising Sun Kick. So I don't think this is going to be the best legendary still to run. I still think Invokers is going to be really good, but this is a good legendary to run versus double melee, because when you're channeling the fist, you have that parry from Turbo Fists, and you're gonna be getting a lot of crits on Rising Sun Kick because normally at around a fully geared Windwalker monk, you're gonna have around 20% crit. And with this legendary, after you cast Fist, you're going to have a 50% increased chance to crit with your Rising Sun Kick. So that's going to be around a 70% chance to crit. And when you do crit with that Rising Sun Kick, your Fist cooldown is reduced by an extra 5 seconds. Not including those blackout kicks that you're pressing, that also reduces your Fist. So you're going to be having a lot of Fists of Furies to cast versus double melee. This is going to make Windwalkers a lot tankier versus those double melee cleaves. That can feel really tough because, like, if you're playing with another melee DPS or a caster and they're hitting your caster and then they tab target to you, you can instantly just get blown up. But with having extra Fist of Fury cast, you're going to be getting more cleave damage on them, and you're going to be a little bit tankier with that parry. So I definitely will be crafting this legendary, and I will be running it into double melee comps because this will be really good. But other than that, if it's not a double melee team, I don't think I'll be running this legendary. Alright guys, so that's all for today on that video talking about the Windwalker changes for patch 9.05 that are coming this Tuesday. Make sure to follow my Twitch channel. Link is down below for lots of live Windwalker PvP, and if you have any questions, I'll be sure to answer them. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube and like the video if you found this video helpful. It does help out my YouTube channel a lot if you like and subscribe. When you like the video, it promotes the video in the YouTube algorithm and shows it to many more beautiful faces like yourselves. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.